Frogs hop, jump, and some of them attach to windows. Frogs may be found practically anywhere and come in a wide variety of sizes, colors, and shapes on the planet. Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. People are drawn to the planet because it has one of the most fascinating life cycles. Frogs are a topic of fascination everywhere. You're seeing Free School right now. They are short and sleek, with protruding eyes, and have webbed feet that are neatly hidden underneath. Frogs are simple to identify. They are frequently green or brown, though occasionally they are vividly colored. This tiny guy and other drier, bumpier creatures are known as toads, but toads are actually a member of the frog family. Frogs are predators that consume a wide variety of insects and invertebrates, including slugs, worms, and snails. They can find their prey with the aid of their enormous, very sensitive eyes. Its meal has little chance of escaping once it is discovered. The frog's long, sticky tongue flies out of its mouth in less than a second and adheres to the frog's mouth and then rolls back into its prey. Goodbye, worm. Frogs are most comfortable in water, despite the fact that we frequently encounter them on land, because their biology dictates that. Frogs are little animals known as amphibians that depend on a moist environment to exist. Frogs comprise more than 7,000 different species, or 88% of all amphibians now known to science. Fish must remain in the water to breathe, while amphibians have lungs and can breathe air. They draw their oxygen from the air, but they go about it in an odd way. Frogs have skin-based breathing. Their delicate, thin skin can directly absorb oxygen from the air as long as it is moist. They ingest it through their blood. They have the ability to breathe through their mouth and nose if necessary. However, in comparison to us, as a result of having underdeveloped lungs, this method of breathing is ineffective. A frog can perish from a lack of oxygen if it becomes too dry. Few frogs will venture too far from a water source because of this. Frogs are able to breathe underwater thanks to their unique skin. Under normal circumstances, frogs can stay underwater for extended periods of time. Some frogs may remain underwater for months at a time during hibernation, when their bodies slow down. With the exception of Antarctica, frogs can be found on all continents. They have cold blood, like reptiles, and depend on their surroundings to stay healthy. Bodily temperature. Frogs cannot survive in salty water or the desert, with very few exceptions. Although certain species of frogs have evolved to endure the bitter winters, the majority of frog species live throughout tropical rainforests. These frogs are indigenous to tropical Central and South America, and some of them have a unique talent. They are known as poison dart frogs and are among the deadliest animals on a planet. Even for frogs, they are tiny. Some of the tiniest only measure an inch or 1 centimeter in length, or around the size of a thumbnail size. The largest are only 6 centimeters or 2.4 inches long. These frogs come in more than 100 different species. Through their skin, poison dart frogs release toxins. One of these frogs may become ill and eventually perish if a predator eats it or occasionally just touches it. They yell a caution to would-be predators, "Don't eat me," with their vivid colors and striking patterns. "I'm a poison." Frogs that are less colorful but yet catch our attention are famous for doing so. For the cycle of their wonderful life. Each frog is born as an egg. Like the eggs of birds or reptiles, frog eggs lack a shell. Instead, these eggs, known as frog spawn, resemble jelly. Frog eggs need to be kept moist since they lack a shell to protect them from drying out. They can also be put on leaves, but are often laid in slowly moving fresh water, either in foamy nests or marshes. The eggs hatch after a few weeks, giving birth to young that differ greatly from their parents in appearance. Tadpoles are what they are, and at this stage, they resemble fish more than frogs. They have gills and must remain in the water to breathe, which makes them somewhat comparable to fish, up till their lungs mature. The following few months will see them gain legs, form lungs, shed their tails, and start to travel beyond their aquatic habitats. Metamorphosis, which literally means transformation, describes this transition. The tadpoles are free to explore dry land once their change into frogs is complete, provided as it's not too dry. Frogs are popular among those who want to observe because of their modest size and overall lack of danger. A little more closely to nature. Even frogs are kept as pets by some individuals. Check carefully around ponds, streams, and other bodies of water if you're prepared to go frog hunting in your area or other freshwater areas. Unfortunately, there is a threat to these interesting amphibians. Many frog species may become extinct as a result of pollution and habitat degradation. Make sure not to use chemicals or pesticides if you wish to help frogs. Your backyard include natural plants that can serve as hiding spots for frogs and draw their favorite insects to eat. A small frog pond might be added to your yard if you truly want to attract more frogs there. A location for them to dwell. I hope today's lesson on frogs was interesting for you. Adieu until we meet again. Thank you for watching. See you next time.